Bros, welcome to Saturday of Men's Health Week 2020. Bros Global is committed to the mental health and personal development of bros from all parts of the world. Over Men's Health Week, I have been featuring topics that affect our mental health and well-being. If at any point of this video you feel you need to pause and take a break because the topic resonates strongly with you and triggers unsettling thoughts or feelings, that is okay. Be gentle with yourself and know that you can reach out to me or anyone in your support system. You are not alone on this journey. Today I want to talk to you bros about letting go of pain from the past and moving on with your life. We've all been hurt. You can't be an adult alive today and hasn't experienced some kind of emotional pain. It hurts, bro, I get that. But what you do with that hurt is probably more important than the hurt itself. Would you prefer to get back to being an active liver of life, or do you prefer to ruminate endlessly about the past and something that cannot be changed? In short, how do you let go of past hurts and move on? Blaming others for our hurt is what most of us start off doing, bro. Somebody did something wrong or they wronged us in some way that mattered to us. We want them to apologize. We want them to acknowledge what they did was wrong. Bro, the problem with blaming others is that it can often leave you powerless. For example, you confront a person and they say, "No, I didn't," or "I don't care," or "It was your fault," or worse, "So what if I did?" Then you're left with all this anger and hurt with no resolution. All your feelings are legitimate. It's important to feel them fully and then move on. Wallowing in your grievances indefinitely is a bad habit because it hurts you more than it hurts them. Guys who hold on to these past hurts often relive the pain over and over in their minds without the ability to open up and talk candidly about it because it is not in our nature to talk about how we feel. Sometimes a guy can even get stuck in this pain, in this hurt, in this blame, and it spirals out of control into depression. The only way you can accept new joy and happiness into your life, bro, is to make space for it. If your heart is filled with pain and hurt, how can you be open to anything new? Things don't disappear on their own. You need to make the commitment to let it go. If you don't make this conscious choice up front, you could end up self-sabotaging any effort to move on from this past hurt. Making the conscious decision to let it go also means accepting you have a choice to let it go, to stop reliving the past pain, to stop going over the details of the incident in your head every time you think of the other person, people, or event. This is empowering to most, knowing that it is their choice to either hold on to the pain or to live a future life without it. Express the pain, the hurt that made you feel, whether it's directly to the other person or through just getting it out of your system, like venting it to a mate or writing it in a journal or writing a letter you never send to the other person. Burn it. Get it all out of your system at once. Doing so will also help you understand what your hurt specifically is all about. We don't live in a world of black and whites, even when sometimes it feels like we do. While you may not have the same amount of responsibility for the hurt you experience, bro, there may have been a small part of the hurt that you are also partially responsible for. I know it's tough and I urge you not to be defensive, but do ask yourself, mate, what could you have done differently next time? Are you an active participant in your own life or simply a hopeless victim? Will you let your pain become your identity, or are you someone deeper and more complex than that? Being the victim feels good. It's like being on the winning team of you against the world. But guess what, bro? The world largely doesn't care. So you need to get over yourself. Yes, your feelings matter. But don't confuse with your feelings matter to your feelings should override all else and nothing else matters. Your feelings are just one part of this large thing we call life, which is all interwoven and complex. In every moment, you have that choice to continue to feel bad about another person's actions or to start feeling good. You need to take responsibility for your own happiness and not put such power into the hands of another person. Why would you let the person who hurt you in the past to still have so much power right there, right now? Now it's time to let go, bro. Let go of the past and stop reliving it. Stop telling yourself that story where the protagonist, you bro, is forever the victim of this other person's horrible actions. You can't undo the past. All you can do is to make today the best day of your life. When you focus on the here and now, you have less time to think about the past. When the past memories creep into your consciousness, as they are bound to from time to time, acknowledge them for a moment. That's all right, but then bring yourself gently back into the present moment. Some fellas find it easier to do this with a conscious cue, such as saying to yourself, "It's all right. That was the past, mate, and now I'm focused on my own happiness and moving on with my life." Remember, if we crowd our brains and lives with hurt feelings, there's little room for anything positive. It's a choice you're making to continue to feel the hurt rather than welcoming joy back into your life. One final point I want to make here, bro, is we may not have to forget another person's bad behaviors, but we have the greater power to forgive. Forgiveness isn't saying, "I agree with what you did." Instead, it's saying, "I don't agree with what you did, but I forgive you anyway." Remember this, bro. Forgiveness isn't a sign of weakness. Instead, it's a way of tangibly letting something go. Moreover, forgiving yourself may be an important part of this step as well, as sometimes we may end up blaming ourselves for the situation or hurt. While we indeed may have had some part to play in the hurt, there's no reason you need to keep beating yourself up over it, bro. If you can't forgive yourself, how will you be able to live in future peace and happiness? I know this stuff is hard, and that it's incredibly hard to let go of one's pain. I've struggled with that myself. If we've held on to it for a long time, it feels like an old friend. But nobody's life should be defined by their pain, bro. It's not healthy. It adds to our stress, it hurts our ability to focus and work, and it impacts every other relationship we have. Every day you choose to hold on to the pain is another day everybody around you has to live with that decision and feel its consequences. So do yourself a big favor, bro. Let go of the pain and move on. Do something different today and welcome happiness back into your life. You deserve to be the better man. Always.